All right, here we are. My beautiful Marilyn. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, welcome, welcome. If you're watching live, leave a comment and let us know that you're here. We can see eyeballs, but we can't necessarily see who's watching. So you need to let us know so we can give you some big, juicy energy smooches. That's what we like to do. Oh, welcome, welcome. Hey, I am Ingrid H. Turner. This is the beautiful Marilyn Harder. I have been looking forward to this conversation since we started talking about it. Marilyn is one of the Bhava Leadership team. She is one of our Bhava mentors, and she is part of the decision-making committee for the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And if you're new here, welcome. The Bhava Spiritual Mission is a digital church. We are truly non-denominational. We are here to help you live in partnership with Spirit. And we do that a number of different ways. One way is we show up every week and do these broadcasts. So it's often just me channeling Divine Spirit, doing readings. And lately I've been roping in the Bhava Babes to come on and share their incredible experiences with spiritual healing, spirituality, all of that. Hey, beautiful Charlotte. How are you, my sweet? We got beautiful Charlotte on here. Yeah, if you're watching live, please let us know you're here. If you're watching the replay, hit hashtag replay so that I know you made it and I can send you some energy smooches. Hello, beautiful Yvonne. So lovely to see you, my love. I feel like I lost track. Oh, yeah. So the Bhava Spiritual Mission, Living in Partnership with Spirit. We come here every week. It's Saturdays, usually at 5 p.m. Pacific. Today, our beautiful Marilyn is working. So we shuffled it around, which is worth moving it up because she has got some incredible fucking things to share with us. Like, it's going to blow your mind. Okay. And then we also have the Bhava certification program. We certify you as a channel, psychic medium, and energy healer. We are currently enrolling for that program. We launch in July. If you are interested in learning more, come to our free event on July 6th. You can go to the Bhava Spiritual Mission homepage and sign up right there. At that event, you're going to learn more about the mission. You're going to learn more about the program. But most juicily, is that a word? I'm going with it. Most juicily, you get to experience our channel to Divine Spirit. Okay, we're gonna tap in and we're gonna help you be a part of that channel, and then you will really know if this program is right for you or not. We are really proud of this program. It's in its like third or fourth iteration, I think. We've been doing this for quite some time, and the community has come together to relaunch it after a year hiatus. And oh my God, it's so cool. So come and join. And Marilyn's going to share more about her unique experience moving through the tools with Bhava. Hello, Kelsey. Hello, Ashley. Good morning, everybody. So glad y'all are here. All of our Bhava babes are gathering. Okay, so with that being said, I would like to give you, Marilyn, an opportunity to introduce yourself in your own juicy words and share with the community. Who are you? What are you doing here? The floor is yours, my love.
Sounds great. Okay, well, my name is Marilyn Harder, and I found the Bhava Spiritual Mission through a mutual connection with Ingrid after being just a spiritual seeker my entire and coming through the Bhava certification program and somatic renewal deep dive mastermind, I really unlocked and unleashed things that were already rampant in my giftings and it created a constant connection with spirit. You know, I call it Holy Spirit. I am a Christian that I now call myself Christian Plus, and
I love that so much.
Have loved how non-denominational Bhava is, and it's all about your connections. For work, I have always been drawn to the human body, and it's really incredible because I learned my human design in Bhava, which is the incarnation cross of, basically it's love of the body. So I really use my intuitive giftings with movement. So I am a master restorative wellness practitioner. And a master trainer for Pilates. And I use those gifts in functional nutrition, which is an arm of functional medicine. That's what we're talking today. And also just movement patterns. And I really intuit and do things in my body, which is really fun.
Right on. Okay, it's a little choppy on my end. I'm checking with the people who are watching. Is it choppy on your end? Is it my internet or like what's going on there? Are you guys able to hear Marilyn and me? Good morning, Sarah. How's it on your end, Marilyn?
Eek, it froze a little, but I'm not sure who it is. I'm in Napa right now for work, so it may be me.
Okay, it also may be me. Let me think about this. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move out into the living room, and you guys are just gonna come with me. Ashley says this. Only Marilyn. Oh, Marilyn. Okay, we ready? We are walking gently so as not to drop everybody on the floor. Ready, guys? Okay. Don't drop the laptop and all the Baba babes. And it's messy out here, and it just is what it is. So enjoy my big pile of laundry back there. But I think this is going to help us have a better connection. Okay. Marilyn, let's see if this works. Okay, that's not so bad. All right. Marilyn, you look clear to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a thing which like might be annoying, but like, can you introduce yourself again?
Okay, no problem. So my name is Marilyn Harder. I discovered Bhava Spiritual Mission through a mutual friend. I connected with Ingrid, and I have been a spiritual seeker my entire life. I've had some pretty profound experiences as a child, with the Jesus coming in and kind of creating a physical protective space for me. And I will swear to this day, it was a disembodied Jesus, like it was torso up and there and protecting me and my sister. And through the Bhava Spiritual Mission, just things that already were very natural to me became highly developed and cracked open. I used to say that I would think in pictures, and in realization, it was just that's the way divine channeling would come through. My
Clairvoyant.
Yes, and so I like to refer to myself as Christian Plus. Hopefully, you guys caught that. Where I really have loved being part of the Bhava Spiritual Mission Certification Program, Soulmatic Renewal Mastermind, and just being able to stand in my Christian faith and, in Bible as, one of my juicy channels, and being wide open to everything that God wants for me and just feeling clean and clear through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just what I do for work and have always been drawn to for work really kind of made a lot of sense going through the certification programming, understanding my human design. I don't know if you remember exactly what it's called, but it's basically.
It's something to do with healing, writing
Yeah,
across of healing, and very specifically around the body, like
the
love of
love of,
the physical body. Yeah.
yeah, the love of the physical body. That's what stood out to me most. And that's how I show up in the world just for work. It's where I've always been passionate. I work a dysfunctional movement specialist, and I certify new Pilates instructors. And so I intuit dysfunctional movement. I literally will feel things in my body, and I'll be like, oh, this is what you need. It also has carried into a branch of functional medicine called functional nutrition with testing. And I am a master restorative wellness practitioner. Ooh. And,
Totally. Ew.
been a huge gift because of the tools that I've learned are a lot easier and clearer for me. I can use my tools and look over reports and intuit exactly like, okay, this is what the numbers say. These are kind of my options. And it will be like very clear where we need to go,
Yeah.
and I'll be working with complex cases, specifically in my own body from time to time, where all of a sudden I'll get a divine hit, and I'm like, I bet you that there's a medical study about this. Let me go look, and then find another avenue. So it's been a huge gift.
Yeah. You know what I love hearing is the way that you're merging your mind and your intuition. That's something we work on a lot in Bava is like we have to get out of our head and we have to let the intuition lead, but that doesn't mean we abandon the mind. The mind is an incredible tool, but it's like an X-Acto knife. And when you're using it, like when you're trying to lead the charge with it, use it as your main tool, it doesn't work out. You have to use it for the detail work, right? That's, I feel like what you're describing is you're getting these hits, these downloads from spirit that say, look here, and so you look there and you find the information. But you also, I mean, I've seen you just download things. It's just like, this is what's going on. And I'm absolutely sure of it. And it's right on. It's like verified by the testing,
It's
it's
true.
incredible. Yeah.
It's true. Like there have
Yeah.
been many times where I'm like, this is what's happening, but let's run the test to just get the concrete data for.
Yeah. And that is why we're here. We're just gonna, that's the segue here. So we had this conversation a couple of months ago where you talked about you have been like your body is sensitive, like you've always been sensitive, and you have dealt with. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the things that you have dealt with and then we'll segue into some of the data that we're going to look at.
Sure. So lots of chronic issues starting when I was little. So like I think I was 3 or 4 months old and they thought I had spinal meningitis and hospitalized, and it ended up being a viral meningitis. And from that moment,
Wow.
I think that one of the major triggers as I've kind of done my own deep dive. I had chronic asthma. Oop, did you lose me?
We can hear you. You're a little choppy. You know what we might turn your video off for a little while. I mean, wait, come back. Oh, wait, you are
Oh,
only with audio. And then it's just me. Okay, well, that is what it is.
Okay, do you want me to turn off the camera?
Um, we can hear you. Go ahead and leave it on. Let's keep going.
Perfect. So, chronic allergies, asthma. I had hives so bad when I was when I was 10 to 12 that my whole face would swell and I had to have an EpiPen. And there
Oh
was
my God.
years like allergy testing. I had allergy shots, a lot of chronic immune inflammation. Let's see, chronic migraines, autoimmune stuff, deep chronic fatigue. At one point, I was sleeping 23 out of 24 hours in a day, where I was like, I cannot continue to live like this. And that was the big catalyst when I finally hit that peak fatigue. I was like, this is it. I got to fix it. And at that time, I was like, there is something in my body, in my system that is just, I don't know what's happening, but I feel like I have control. And that was the tipping point of I am not these symptoms. These symptoms are something that are giving me information. And so when that shift happened, I took a deep dive into education. And honestly, I actually got tired of paying a naturopathic doctor and decided I needed to learn it for myself. Testing
That's the best way. That's so
They're
good.
expensive. And I was like, and I felt like often I would leave thinking, gosh, this isn't the whole picture. Just intuitively knowing, like, I feel like we're like just trying to like hit little corners off of it rather than attack the center and move out.
Yeah.
And that's what I found too.
Okay. That's incredible. We're going to segue into some of the data because that's what's really exciting right now. So we all love spirituality. We all love energy and healing. We all know because we've had our own experiences. This shit works. And so it's such a treat when somebody like Marilyn comes along, who not only is like wide open to spirit and has this incredible intuition, but ladies and gentlemen, she is smart as hell. Her mind, like I got to take a road trip with her a few months ago. And while we were just like talking and chatting and driving, I just looked over and I was like, your mind is beautiful. It's beautiful. So she uses that incredible analytic brain of hers that is so detail oriented, and she chases down the big picture through scouring the details. Not all of us are capable of doing that. and her brain is. So she gets to come and share with us. So Marilyn, what do you want me to share first? What do you want to talk about first? We have two documents here that I got on my screen. You have to tell me which one you want to go with first.
Sure. Let's start with the 3x4 genetics.
Okay. Now talk about oh wait, I need to actually share my screen, not just not just put it on my own screen.
I'm looking at it. It's fantastic.
I'm trying. Okay, here we go. Share. Okay. Talk
Okay.
about
So
what is this?
basically, we all have our genetic biome, right? So basically, like, this is our DNA sequences, how they were copied over when we were formed in the womb. And there are two kind of major sets. We have like our hard genetics, and then we have our epigenetics or our soft genetics. This is our report for our epigenetics. Basically, there are DNA sequences that have little segments that are flipped or cut out or whatever, and they're called SNPs or SNPs. So this report basically gives you what are your genetic SNPs that you actually have lifestyle control over. So it, epigenetics is basically the study of, okay, you have, a loaded gun in your DNA, but you never have to actually like load it, or you never have to like cock it back or pull the trigger. So that would
Yeah.
be like diet, lifestyle, things like that, that will cause them to express. And just because your epigenetics say, your DNA says that this is what is weak in your system, it doesn't actually mean that it has to express. And just as kind of a little peek behind the curtain, and often, even if it is technically expressing, you don't necessarily have to have the experience of it, which is where we're going to be looking at our other test.
Okay. Which page do you want me to go on this PDF?
Okay. So this is my genetics 3x4 genetics test. And we're going to look at page 4 first.
Okay.
Because I wanted to highlight one of my genetic weaknesses. So if you scroll down a little bit, so that way you can see that first genetic weakness. There we
Memory
go.
and brain health, very
And
high. Okay.
yeah, and brain health. So I have the most number of SNPs in my memory, mood, and brain health, which you've already said I have such a sharp mind. I have an incredible, almost photographic memory.
Wow.
Yes. So the epigenetics, basically, this is the highest pathway, if you will, where most things are broken. So if you think about, your genetics as like a super highway, right? If
Yeah.
everything's flowing well, there's no traffic, right? You're just on open road and you're smooth sailing. Basically, what this is saying is like there's construction, there's 3-car accidents, like we're
Oh my
navigating
God.
around a lot of stuff here. And the way that it shows up is that you have, there's a lot of things that could happen. The SNPs that I have are tied to mood imbalances, a disruption in the neurotransmitters, like my ability to make neurotransmitters, which again then will downstream and affect like hormones and all kinds of stuff. So this is one of my biggest genetic SNPs. Now I could probably go in depth and spend hours and hours just peeling apart my own report and how it like plays in my life, but we decided just to take one little snippet, and how the it factor or the secret sauce we talk about a little bit in functional nutrition is your emotional spiritual health and how that could be the biggest impact. So let's go ahead and look at page 10 because I want to highlight my neurotransmitters real quick.
Okay.
Because, I could talk about this all day long, but I personally, as like someone who's analytic, like I like to see the proof along with the experience. So here is my systems and cardiovascular health. And if you look at the very top, you see mood and behavior is high. And then in the second one, memory and brain health is very high. And basically, these are the genes that affect my ability to make and metabolize hormones. So this is just showing you that my super highways are clogged here. I'm already overcoming lots of obstacles.
So can I repeat back to you what I'm hearing just to make sure that I'm hearing accurately? Essentially, what this is saying is your brain does not support your emotional, spiritual, and mental well-being, like genetically.
Genetically, I'm going to have a harder time. And if these genes express, which then you can test to see if they're expressing,
Yeah.
then it
Got
means
it.
that they've expressed. But just because the highway's broken doesn't mean that there's going to be traffic, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yes, it
Like,
does. Yeah.
you could have road construction, 100 car accidents, but if you're the only car on the road, you can navigate it still.
Right.
But if there's like everyone's headed to the concert and we have the right conditions, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel
Yeah.
that impact. And that's
Yeah.
basically what this says, that there is a high potential if diet, lifestyle, and other factors are not in line, you are going to majorly feel these impacts in your life.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Got it.
Okay.
What's next?
So then, knowing this, I was in part of my autoimmune journey and was running a bunch of tests, because when you're putting together a protocol, it's far better to test and not guess. Like, even if I have an intuitive, like, kind of guide, I generally will, if it's my own body, I'll start and be like, this is where I think it's going. And then I'm going to test just to confirm it, or see if there's any smaller intuitive things that I missed.
Yeah.
What are the other components? Like, I tend to get big hits. What is most important? And I'll jump in on it. So this is one that was actually a little surprising to me, because I did not get an intuitive hit on this whatsoever. So if you wanted to pull up the organic acid test, the OAT test.
Okay.
And I believe it's page 3 or 4.
Page 4?
I sent it to you.
You did. I'm sorry. I think it's 4. Let me check.
Okay, perfect.
Is this where it is? Can we see it?
It's spinning on my end, so I think it's probably my issue. Oh yeah, just bumped up and said, you have an unstable internet connection. Oh, it's me.
Oh, wait,
okay.
No.
Wow.
It's also my problem. I'm sharing the wrong screen.
If you zoom in, can you see metabolite 33 and 34?
We're going to find it. Hang on. Wait. This is an Ingrid problem.
Shoot. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. Hi. Okay. Are we here? Oh, come back. It's okay. She will jump back on. In the meantime. Okay. She's coming back really soon. Sorry.
No, it was my internet connection. Basically, I need to see metabolite 33 and 34.
Okay, neurotransmitter metabolites 33, got it. 34 up here on the screen. So, can you see them?
So what an organic acid test basically is, it is a test to see what metabolites are actually being excreted by the body. It will give you kind of the finger on the pulse of what is exactly happening in your body for each of these specific metabolites, whether it's like your amino acids, where are you at? But this one specifically is neurotransmitters. So if you look at number 33 and 34, this is my dopamine and my epinephrine. And you can see that there's like an orange box in the center. This is the standard deviation of normal. Like the vast majority of people are going to be in the center of this bar. Very few people are going to be on either side. And it's really unusual when someone is in the far left side.
So just real quick, I just want to explain, if you see the orange bars here and you can barely see these little numbers all the way on the edge, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
And then even further down on 38, that's my serotonin. And we're also outside the standard deviation. So outside on that one as well.
Yes.
So basically, when I was on my consult with the physician who went over this with me, because as a functional nutritionist, like I can request consults, as part of running these tests. So I requested a consult because I had some questions. And she asked me in it, and she said, how is your mood? And I said, oh, I'm fairly positive, easygoing. I would say I'm probably one of the more peaceful people that I know. And she's like, how about depression and anxiety? And I was like, when I was younger, I did have, some bouts of depression, but haven't had anything in years and years. And she was like, interesting. She said, based on these metabolites, I would expect you not to be able to get out of bed.
Wow. Say that again.
Yes. Based on these metabolites, I would expect you not to be able to get out of bed.
So right,
Depressed.
because of the physical epigenetic reality of your brain.
Right. My neurotransmitters and what they understand about neurotransmitters and mood, my neurotransmitters were read a deeply depressed, can't get out of bed express.
Wow.
So, and this was the actual test.
Yeah.
And that's really shocking to me because if you would ask anyone in my life, they would say, what are you
Yeah.
talking?
A bunch of us know Marilyn on this live. So holler if you've ever noticed her to be like depressed or like, 'cause you are the lightest, one of the lightest, brightest, most like engaging and positive and optimistic people I know, any of us know. That's amazing.
Yeah. And she even took it one step further. She said, I see hundreds of these tests a day, and I see maybe 5 a month that go below that standard deviation. And she said, yours is the lowest I've seen in a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get to how did you do that, Marilyn?
So as I was unpacking it, I was like, and she gave me all of these things. She's like, well, maybe you just don't know your. And so she's like, here are some supplements that, we call Cinderella in a bottle, that will help lift your mood. And after I got off the call, I was like, I think this has to do uniquely with my ability to stay in the present moment because of my divine connection with source. You and I have talked about this a lot, but basically from the moment my eyes open, it's God first. It's,
Yeah.
finding that deep spiritual connection and releasing anything, that has built up. That's part of my spiritual practice in the morning. And I continually revisit it throughout the day. I do a lot of things that we learned in, the beginning of our Bhava certification program, that frustration of frequency, having, using my energetic wetsuit and then cleaning myself energetically at the end of the day and taking that moment at the end of the day, releasing all of it. So I keep myself very spiritually like clean, if that's like the easiest way to
Mhm.
explain it. And I'm like, this is why spirit overrides DNA. Like you are
Yeah.
not body. Like your soul is not your body.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's incredible because
we
go ahead. Sorry.
sorry, I was just going to say, we do not have to be trapped in what people say we are, like what reports say, what medical doctors say, what any of these things say, because our connection with God, source, spirit can override. Honestly, I want to say everything. Like,
Yeah.
I believe it's everything. We have the capability.
I believe that too. I mean, there's story after story after story of miraculous healing from people all over the world, and they all credit it to it's God. God came through me. God came in. And this is why, like you talked about that frustration to frequency, that foundational piece that we learn in Bhava, so that we can open up and be a channel to spirit and tap into our psychic gifts and live this incredible self-directed life. And that foundation is like, we have to understand and we have to experience, and you've experienced this very concretely and then gone and tested it and delivered it, and that's really, really cool. But all of us, when you really work on that frequency, which is that opening to source, that is, everything opens up for you. And the frequency includes the physical body, your diet, your exercise, but it also includes meditation, prayer, connection to source, as well as your social circle and being grounded. And like you say, being in the present moment, just practicing this sort of holistic cleanup of all of your spaces, internal and external. And the result is you don't know what your DNA could be expressing if you weren't fierce for God, fierce for spirit, all of you, all of us. And so like, I see people commenting, they're like, hey, when do I get mine, Marilyn? Is this something that people can hire you for to look at for them? Or is this not
Yeah,
really? Yeah, it is. Okay.
absolutely. Yes. So probably the easiest hold of me is through my email. So it's mindbodyandgod@gmail.com.
Hold on, let me put that on the banner. Mind, body, and God at gmail.com.
All
I'm going to
spelled.
say email Marilyn for a consult. You're getting it.
Perfect.
Boom, there it is.
Love it.
And I'll put that in a comment on the live stream as well. But yeah, email Marilyn for a consult, mindbodyandgod@gmail.com. And you have very quickly become my go-to for anything wonky in my body because I trust your intuition. I trust you because you are a natural medical intuitive. And I told you this the other day. I was like, we need to start focusing on that with you. Is not only you're already doing it, but I'd love to put even more structure around that for you. I'm just like telling you that's what you're going to be doing. I don't know if that's what you want to be doing. But so I really trust you and your intuition and then your knowledge base, which comes in from behind and drives it home. And that's something that that I just want to say again, that is really important to understand in our training with the Bhava Spiritual Mission is we do go through a process of unraveling the mind because we're also conditioned to lead with the mind. And, we're all like smart people. And so smart people, intelligent people we get positive reinforcement for our brain, for our mind. So it takes some unraveling and some unlearning to put the mind aside and drop into the body and the heart and listen to source to guide you, but then come in with that gift of a mind and execute from behind. And you are a wonderful example of that. But do you remember going through Bhava and having to untangle that?
Yes.
How was that for you?
Oh man, I can't tell you. Like there are many times that I just got triggered in the unraveling because I'm smart and I've always been praised for like my intellect and my analytical skills and my memory. Peeling that away from who I am and my soul and peeling that as a tool was challenging for me.
The identity piece.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Also the sensitivity piece that we talked about, like being highly sensitive to people. When I started Bhava, I was in a place where I was like, I don't people anymore. Like
That's true.
I have my
Yeah.
talking to people in the grocery store. I don't have room. I don't have friends. Everyone that's in my circle is family or an acquaintance. Like I don't have that layer because I felt so unprotected because of my sensitivity. Yeah. And that was probably the biggest gift Bhava gave me, but that ability to people again. Like I love interaction. And I don't know why I hated it.
You're like, oh yeah, people are cool. The right people are cool. Well, and what I've witnessed there, that was a combination of you really learning how to protect your energy very strongly, but also cleaning up habits in your relationships. Those two things connected for you and then enabled you to draw into you your soulmates, your soulmate friends, instead of drawing in people who were a match for some hurt and some stuff that you were just was hanging on in your sphere. And I think we all resonate in Bhava with that path as well. I know that's definitely been a journey for me as well. Hence the attraction.
Honestly, one of the things that I've said to people is that like I have done therapy in my life. Like I lost my dad at a young age and spent years and years and years trying to unravel. In a year with Bhava, it was like way better than any supercharged therapy, like more than a decade of therapy. Like it made the decade of therapy look like a little tiny thimble of healing. Waterfall.
And
to continue and do it on your own.
Yeah. And I have heard that from a number of people who have gone through the Bhava programs and done the somatic renewal work, that it's just this work that we do. It's like it's spirituality, and like, yeah, it's woo and we love it, but it's also like, it's not bullshit. It's not spiritual bypassing. It's not, ignoring and everything is love and light. I mean, everything really is love and light, but in order to get to the love and light, you have to go into the underworld. You go into the underworld and you exalt into love and light. And that's when you start really experiencing the magic in everything, even the shit, because it's all there. It's all right there. So that's real. I love that you said that. I don't like to say that. I like it when my clients and students say that because you guys are experiencing it like this. And it is what I have experienced too. I mean, what we are teaching in Bhava is, my lifetime of experience, but also the direct, immediate connection to source. I mean, what I teach when I'm running classes that day, it's like I just tune in and go, what do we talk about today? Interesting. I like it. Never heard of that. Very cool. We're all learning, right? We dive in and we all learn. And then also the collective experience of everybody's spiritual path and spiritual mission and the collective channel to spirit, which I think is what makes Bhava this incredible container for learning and growth and expansion and spiritual awakening, because everybody's coming in on that thread of faith. That's why it's truly non-denominational, because we're all there for God. We're all there for our connection to source. Okay, I hope everybody was able to hear that. It looks like we got a little bit choppy, but I don't know if I was choppy or not. Oh, Marilyn. Okay. Sounds like, I think that Marilyn is complete with what she wanted to share today. I'm open. Let's ask some questions. If you have any questions in the chat, if she's not able to jump on, then she will be able to come back later. And oh, wait, there she is. Oh, we have two Marilyns. Okay, let me boot this one.
My darn internet. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. We have some donations coming in to do some readings. Are you up for it, Marilyn? You got to work. Do we have you for a little bit more time?
I was just going to say one more thing I wanted to mention just to wrap everything up is that I did try some of the supplements that she recommended for boosting the mood, and I saw zero difference. Zero. Like, yeah. I did not feel any different on it. And
wow.
Yeah, so it was a again, that eye opener of the it factor of your spirituality and your spiritual emotional health is an override for anything you could physically do and put in your body. Healing.
It absolutely is. People do not understand. They do understand. I think everybody here understands, like, the power of your mind, of your energy, of your frequency, of your connection to source, and the importance of peeling away the identities that keep us trapped in our own swirling nonsense, right? You've been such a testament to that as we've been talking, and I'm really happy, because what they say, like, show don't tell.
Yes, exactly.
There she is, folks. There she is. Oh, we have a scammer here. Fatty Anik is commenting and asking you guys to inbox her for a reading. I think you probably know this because y'all are really smart. Don't. She's going to scam you out of some money, but that's okay. She can keep commenting because it's actually boosting us up in the algorithm. So we're just going to let her do her thing, but everybody knows not to actually inbox her for a reading. Okay, we're going to do readings. Oh, wait. Are you up for readings?
I'm not sure about my internet connection, so maybe you do it. And if I've got a hit and you guys can still hear me, I'll add to it. Does that work?
That sounds amazing. Okay. If anybody would like a reading, I'm going to put the banner up here. Here's all the ways that you can donate for a reading. I'm going to go get my tarot cards because I feel like I want to use them today. And they're just in the other room where my computer was. I'll be right back. Okay. All right.
While she's gone, I just want to, if anyone is really considering joining the Bhava certification program, it literally has been life-changing for me. And like I said, I feel like I'm 40 or 50 iterations of Marilyn, like unfolded like an onion since I began. So I didn't want to leave silence, so I just started talking.
No, that's great. I love it. Please talk. Okay. So, all the ways that you can donate for a reading, and I have about 30 minutes to do readings. So let's do this. We have Sarah and Ivy on our list, and then we have a couple people who said they were going to donate. So, oh, hey, Darren. Darren's catching us on YouTube. Nice to see you, Darren. Darren, go back and watch this. This is an amazing An amazing one, amazing interview. And then we're just going to do some readings right now. Okay, beautiful Sarah. What does our beautiful Sarah need to know? Show me, show me. Okay, I like what I'm feeling, my love. Okay. Okay, sweetheart, things are really shifting into gear for you. I can feel your heart shifting into, like, really locking in with your path. I can feel it happening for you. You are closer to where you want to be, to where you have been intending to be, than you realize. You're still fine tuning, but you have got this. You have, you just keep doing what you're doing, is what I'm being told. You have a tremendous well of love. And the more you bring that love back into yourself so you can bring it out onto others, you're going to continue to build your community. You're going to continue to expand your tribe. I feel like you're going to be meeting people soon, more people soon, who are going to help you expand along your path and give you new perspective that you didn't have. And I get, like, humans can get very stuck in sort of a limited view. All of us do. And the gift is, when we set our intention to expand and grow and move into the life that we want to move into, we begin to attract all kinds of people and experiences and circumstances and just, you know, shenanigans that help us expand our view. And I feel like that's what's coming through. I think specifically you're going to meet 1 or 2 more people, probably 3 more people, who are really going to expand your view of what is possible. You have a little bit of stuckness in your mind about what is possible for you and what you can do right now with your life. And you're not seeing some possibilities that are available to you, but your intention is to understand that and to see that. And so you're going to be drawing in people who are going to point that out to you. And it might take you, it might kind of blow you back and take you a minute and be like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. And maybe people in your life too, who are going to say things to you in a new way, or say something new to you and make you go, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. It's interesting because I have the 6 of Cups here too. So conversations with your children, I think, are going to be really impactful. I think you're going to be shocked at some of the things that your children say to you and have observed about you and for you, and the, you know, permission that they're going to give you, is the word that I'm getting, to step into something else, to make a new decision, to make a new move, do something for yourself. Where you have felt trapped is not actually a trap, and that's going to become apparent to you in the near future. Okay. It's not going to be without some discomfort, but that's okay, because discomfort is just information. As long as we don't take it personally, it doesn't do us any harm. It's just information. Okay. Does that bring up anything for you, Marilyn?
Yeah, as I was feeling in, I was like, oh, there is some stuck energy in the throat, and this feeling of needing to express as well as inform. There's maybe, I felt some tension in the right shoulder, and I was like, okay, there feels like maybe masculine. There feels like there's some sort of masculine presence in your life, that you have some conversation that needs to occur. As soon as I said that, both of the spaces cleared. So that's like, you know, I got a lot of what you said, Ingrid, as well, is like, there is some driving forward, and there was a little bit of fogginess in my head as well. So kind of that congestion of thought.
That makes sense. I have to go get one more thing. I'm sorry. I didn't effectively move everything. I'll be right back. That was really good.
So sorry for driving you to the other room.
I got to tell you, like, I've not had my shit together this morning. I was sitting there, like, chatting with you about going live, and you're like, okay, when are you going to send me the link? And it was like 30 minutes before we were supposed to go live. And I was like, I didn't even remember to do that. Hang on, I'll just get to you in a few minutes. Oops. I set everything up. It's just like, oh my God. So apologies, folks. Okay. Oh, Sarah says her son recently blew her mind a bit. Good. That should keep coming. That should keep happening. All right. Next, we have our beautiful Ivy. Okay, Ivy, let me know you're here, my sweet love. What does our beautiful Ivy need to know? Show me, show me, show me, show me. Okay, well, the first thing I'm seeing in my mind's eye is a sort of a beautiful, like, grassy area, like a rich, lush, foresty area. I'm getting a lot of moisture, a lot of water, and I'm getting, like, quenching thirst. Oh, Marilyn, she'll come back hopefully. I'm getting this feeling of like quenching a thirst. I feel like the way I'm interpreting this visual that I'm getting is there may be a physical place for you to go to where you can just put your feet on the ground. Damp earth is what I'm getting, more damp. So it's like maybe there's grass that's been watered or something, but it's real lush. There's a lot of lush greenery and moisture and water. And I feel like you need that right now. You need to get on some damp earth to ground in, and something about the wetness of the earth is going to it's going to be a conduit for you. You require water. Water is very, very helpful for you to cleanse your energy, clear your energy, and also to connect to spirit. It's something like if you're needing information, if you're needing clarity and guidance, even just washing your hands while you're tuning into spirit will really help you. There's something about the water that's a direct conduit for you that creates this connection that's really powerful. And I also feel like getting out on the earth and grounding in and into some damp earth. You know, I mean, even like putting your feet in a pot of soil that's a little bit damp will be really good for you. Because it's a way for you to discharge a lot of energy that you hold. You're really open and you're really spirit comes through you like lightning is what I get. I'm getting just a lightning. It comes to you like lightning and it's overwhelming and it's not sustainable and you can't get the information unless you've got a flow happening. And water has something to do with that, something with grounding, the flow, bringing it through and moving it out. So playing more in water, water and forest. It's both water and forest is amazing. Yeah, water and forest. That's what I've seen. Water and forest. But playing more in water in your day-to-day life, just washing your hands more, putting water on your face, even like rushing through your hair, running it through your hair, getting some water on you and drinking water, because I feel like quenching of a thirst, just more water. And it's really for spiritual purposes more than it is for physical health purposes, although water is good too. A card of mine just fell on the floor and I got the 3 of Swords. So I feel like you're going through some stuff. But let's pull some more cards and see what else spirit needs to know. Oh yeah. Okay. Now's not the time to make a big move because you are confused. You do not have you don't have solid information. You're kind of in your own way. Using what spirit came through. Spirit just came through and said, water, conduit, bring spirit through that way. Focus more on your spiritual connection and waiting for clarity than for making a big decision right now. You just need to hold the line. I feel like you're uncomfortable and you want to make a shift and you want to get out of this, but it's not the time to get out. You have to sit in the discomfort for a little while. You're going to come through the other side of this very wise in ways that you need to, well, hang on, lost my connection. 1 second. You're going to come through this very wise. That's what I'm getting. This experience is coming through very wise. Me and my son have been having deep conversations lately, both healing past trauma. That's really, really great. And that's probably what's making you uncomfortable, is sort of like diving into that space again. But just stay with it. It's really good for you right now. You're coming through very wise. And then you're going to be able to make a big move. You're going to be able to make a big shift that you have been feeling like you want to make, but not yet. You just don't have the clarity yet. You're going through this process to make you wise. But it's also going to enable you to walk away from some crappy people, habits, behaviors, thought processes, that kind of thing that have simply not been serving you. So this is really, really good, honey. I'm really glad for you. All right. Thank you, beautiful Ivy. And also thank you, Sarah. Thank you both so much for your donation and the opportunity to be of service to you. I am so grateful. Okay. I have some notifications on my phone. We have... sorry guys, it's all me. So I'm just Okay, we have our beautiful Ashley and I believe our beautiful Yvonne. Let me just check that. Thanks guys, bear with me. Okay, Ashley, my love. Okay, you are so welcome, Ivy. And I've got about 20 minutes left to do reading. So if anybody else wants a reading, jump on the list. What does our beautiful Ashley need to know? Show me. So I felt a tremendous amount of energy in the root just now. That was really interesting what I felt in the root chakra. The root chakra is about your safety and your security, your foundation that you create in your childhood based on your relationships and experiences. That it felt like a zap, like a bolt going into my root. It also felt equal parts uncomfortable and orgasmic, for lack of a better word. It just really That was a really interesting feeling. But what I would take from that is, here's what comes to me. Nirvana is found at the bottom of your grief. Awakening, enlightenment, God is at the bottom of your grief. And I feel like there's grief coming up for you, but I feel like Spirit is saying, it's like what you're seeking is inside of that. What you're seeking is inside of the grief, inside of the root chakra and the issues of the root chakra. And I also feel the power center. And what Spirit is telling me is as soon as you make some necessary moves, you're going to be free. And not free just physically, but free in your mind and your body in a way that you cannot, that you have not experienced before. Like freedom in your mind and your heart. Freedom in your mind. Spirit says, think about that, Ashley. Your mind is going to be free. All you have to do is make these physical moves. And then your mind will be free in a way it has never been before. This is powerful. This is total freaking restructuring. Okay. All right. Let me pull some cards for you. It's going to happen fast. The cycle's complete. Yeah. You're still at a holding period. Things are coming to a close. It's going to be uncomfortable. My love, act before you think the time is right, because the time is never going to feel right. Just act. Just speak it into existence. Okay. Speak your truth and make your move. Speak your truth and make your move. I feel like there is my crown chakra is tingly. There is a touch of hesitation and sort of self-sabotage where you're talking yourself out of taking action when you really can just take the action now. You can just do it now. Speak it, speak it, speak it. Yeah, the yummy yes. You already had the yummy yes. Now is what Spirit is telling me. You already had the yummy yes. You know it's a yes. And now the lack of action is more about the fear, moving through the fear of doing the damn thing. And so there's a bit of a like, oh, I gotta wait for the yummy yes, but you already had the yummy yes because it's already a yes for you. Once it's a yes for you, and a yes is a full body yes, it's an intuitive, okay, yes, then you take the action. You don't go, yeah, it's not about yes, and then wait for another yes to take the action. That's a mind trick, right? That's an ego trick. I hope that's helpful for you. And that has given you some clarity, sweetie, on the nuances of the way our ego and mind can fuck with us when it's time to make a move. But you got this. You're right there. Just move now. Just do it now. Just speak it. Even if you can't do anything physically, speak the truth. Speak your intention. Share your intention. All right, my sweet. Okay, beautiful Yvonne. Let me know you're here, my sweet. And I saw that our beautiful Marilyn can't get back on. Well, at least she was able to get on for that killer interview, right? Oh my God, was that not so cool? The stuff that she shared. I love like proof of spirit. I don't need proof of spirit. I don't think any of us need proof of spirit, but it sure is a fun playground, isn't it? Diving into it. Okay, what does our beautiful Yvonne need to know? Show me, show me, show me, show me. Show me, show me, show me, show me. Okay, Yvonne. Okay, I'm feeling the heart chakra and I'm feeling like a clenching, like a closed off the heart chakra. Here's what I feel like you're experiencing. I feel like you're having a knee-jerk contraction in your heart chakra because you've just come up on something that is a little scary and a little expansive. I feel like you're right there kind of looking at, and this feels unconscious to me. Does it feel like you were like, oh, that scares me, I'm going to pull away? It was just an unconscious jerk back. And now that you're made aware of it, you can go, oh, okay, and you can move towards it. I'm seeing like a doorway, feeling very much the right side of the body. I'm feeling movement towards, I'm feeling action towards. And it feels like Spirit is saying to just be aware of where your heart is kind of closing off. And I very much feel the right side of the body, action side of the body, masculine side of the body, doing side of the body feels very, very heavy. And I feel nauseous. So I feel like energy is really shifting for you. Like you're really going through an energy shift right now. And it's causing you to sort of close off some of that heart space because it feels scary for you, because it's the unknown. And we're all scared of the unknown. And this is what most of us do when we hit up on this new door that's like, oh my God, what does this mean? I don't know where this is going to lead. Spirit is asking you to become aware of the energetic closing off in your heart chakra where you are protecting yourself and letting you know that you don't need to protect yourself, that you can go ahead and open up to the possibilities, open up to the dreams, because all of that is available for you. I feel like you're closing yourself off to the possibilities because you're afraid that the possibilities aren't possible for you. Like they aren't a reality. Something around disappointment, being let down. Okay, let me pull some cards. Woohoo! Son of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay. You got an offer coming in. This is so strongly on the right side of the body. I feel like this has to do potentially with a relationship, like a relationship that you have coming towards you. You're going to get an offer. It'll be something new. It'll be something different. It'll feel different. It'll feel easy. It'll feel level. And that doorway is going to be so unfamiliar to you that you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to cut my heart off there. It's not here yet. You're going to just wait and get into self-care and self-love and really just continuing to nourish yourself and take care of yourself. But know that you are drawing in that energy to you, and Spirit is giving you a little warning that you're in a place now energetically where you'll cut yourself off from that. You'll close off your heart and close that door. And Spirit is asking you to keep that door open and keep the possibilities alive, keep the dream alive. Okay? How cool is that? It's coming, baby. I love you madly. Thank you, beautiful Yvonne. Appreciate you so much. Okay. And then we have our beautiful Charlotte. I believe I saw Charlotte. Okay. Yep, there you are. Okay, beautiful Charlotte. What does our beautiful Charlotte need to know? Show me, show me. Okay, we'll just pull some cards in. What's our beautiful Charlotte need to know? Ooh, the lovers. Oh, my sweet love. Oh, wow. Okay, you're at a crossroads, honey. You're at a crossroads. You have to choose right now between love and fear. Fear is contraction. Fear is what is safe. Fear is what is known. Fear is what you have always known. Love is new. It's expansive. It's moving out. It's traveling. It's expanded horizons. You have to leave behind what is known and what is safe in order to experience the love, the life that you love. And it's going to rock your world. Okay? It's going to rock your world. But it's also going to break you open and break open your world. And it's going to manifest itself in the Father of Pentacles, which is wealth, which is all the security you need, all the resources you need. You're going to come into your power. I see this image of you like doing kind of this with your hands and orchestrating all of the physical world with your energy, everything you need coming to you. But it's going to require you to choose love right now. And choosing love means choosing yourself, means choosing what you love. It does not mean choosing somebody else as sacrificing yourself. That is not love. That is martyrdom. That is codependency. It means choosing you so that you can choose who you really love. And now is the time. Now is the time to break free. Just shackles have to come off. It's a big moment for you, honey. Choose what you love. Start small. Start with today. What do I want to do with this moment? How do I want to be in this moment? Who do I want to spend my time with in this moment? And if you're in a moment with somebody who doesn't feel good energetically, and energy is not a value judgment, it's simply a yes or a no. If you're with somebody who's a no in that moment, choose to walk away. Choose to take care of yourself. Choose water. Choose nature. Choose grounding. Choose breath. Choose somebody who feels good to be around. Working on making those choices every single moment. And sure, sometimes you're not going to be able to make the choice you want to make, but more often than not, you will. And the more you make that choice when you're able to, the more you'll be able to make that choice in all of these moments. That doesn't mean that, you don't have responsibilities. That doesn't mean that you don't have commitments that you have to see through. But what it does mean is see through those commitments and make that commitment to yourself to choose love and choose the life that you love. And the commitments that you make from here on out are going to feed you and fuel you instead of deplete you. Okay? Choose love right now. Choose you. This is a crossroads for you. I love you so much. Okay, my sweet loves. We are complete, I believe. I think we're feeling good. Babes, thank you so much for jumping on and doing this broadcast with us. And if you came in like midway through, be sure to watch the replay. If you found this helpful and you think it'd be helpful for anybody in your sphere, please share this broadcast out with whoever would benefit. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much for being a part of my world. Once again, we are enrolling for the Bhava certification program. We are going to certify you in psychic development, energy healing, and channeling Holy Spirit, okay? This is an incredible program. We launch in July. If you're interested in joining this program for a year with this incredible community, go to our website, bhavamission.org. Sign up for our free event on July 6th on the homepage. Come for more information, but more than that, come for an experience of our community, an experience of our connection, our channel to Holy Spirit. I'm going to be there. The leadership team is going to be there. And we're going to just bring you into our world for a little while, and you will know if it's an energetic match for you. And then you can join us if it is, if everybody's a hell yes, okay? And even if it's not, we're still going to love on you energetically for that time together. So please come to the meeting. Go sign up on the website, bhavavision.org, RSVP. It'll be so great to see your beautiful face and be with you in a more intimate setting on Zoom video so we can all see each other. And that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. I adore you. I will see you next time, okay? Bye, y'all.